My name is Les, aka the Old Codger. Join me for a walk on the Isle of Lewis. Welcome to a chilly and snowy Isle of Lewis. We don't normally have this much snow here, so I thought I'd take a camera with me today to record the journey, and maybe I can look back in a couple of years' time for the last time it snowed. I think the last time it snowed here was 2 years ago on almost the same day. Right, the walk today is going to take us up onto the moors. Right, the first part of the walk takes us up this tarred road which leads out onto the moors. See up the top of there. Well, this is Sawdle, you can see down below, which is where I live, and looking out over the bay there, you just about make out a few houses in Stornoway. It's quite a lovely area. We're now coming up to an area known as the Common Grazings, which is where the crofters locally can put their sheep or cattle, mainly during the summer months, to ease pressure on the crofts. Right, we're now on the Common Grazings, and this track will take us about a mile or so before it peters out. Parting of the ways coming up. On the left leads you a little bit more over onto the moors, and this direction takes you past the quarry and a little bit further on, so we'll take this one today. It's getting really mucky here. It's gone up to me ankles in the mud, so we'll have to see where we can go. Well, that'll do me for today. It's extremely cold, and as you see, rather a bit muddy. This is probably a walk that's best done in the summer, so wait a couple of months. Whoops, standing on a peat bank and nearly fell over it trying to avoid the road. As you can see, the road is still rather mucky. There that don't mind all the mud and the muck and everything, and They're probably a lot warmer than I am. I guess it's what the guys on the quad bike were doing, just getting a bit more food for these fellas. Clouds seem to be getting a bit darker. It might snow again in a minute, I think. Not sure whether you can see the snow there, but it's coming down now. And it's definitely not as nice and sunny as it was when I set off. Almost back where we started, just a little uphill bit now when we get back to that gate and off the moors back into Sawdle. You don't get a break from the feeding the sheep no matter how cold it is. Right, on the Homeward Bound stretch now, with Sawdle up ahead, just down to the road. That's almost now back to Sawdle, past the cattle grid. And that's the road we've been up and come back down again. It's not a bad place to live. Right, this way leads to home, but I think we'll do a little detour and have a look down the end of the village. I've seen better days. Well, this is the last few houses in the village coming up. The big one over on the right used to be used to sit on its own, completely unsurrounded, but about 5 years ago these other two were built, making this a little bit of a urban village. Now if we want to, we can go down through this gate, which goes onto the common grazings on the opposite side of the village, and looking over there is Arnish and the Hills of Locks, but we won't go that way this day. We're just going to head over to the end of the road at Lightcliff and then turn around and go back home, try and get warm. Well, this is the last few hundred yards now until I'm back inside, get my hands warmed up. Right, it's a nice walk and nice to do it in the snow. I've done it plenty of times in the summer, but doing it in the snow is going to be a bit of a rarity. Looks like the Coast Guard helicopter there, and I don't know whether you can see out that chimney there, but we got the fire alight. So it's time to go and have a warm.